Going on, guys? Now, we all know that Series 1 legendary crystal shards are some of the most sought after and valuable cards, all of Fortnite cards. And today I'm going to be talking about 9 legendary crystal shards that have sold back in July of 2021 on the exact same set of auctions, and some that have sold in the first quarter of 2024. So the first 3 months of 2024 compared to July 2021. It was July 20th, 2021 was the exact date all these shards sold, and both times all the shards were raw. And I'm going to be comparing the prices from then to now, and I want to give a real quick shout out to Shardknocklyfe, who kept this data and gave me permission to use it in a video. I'm throwing up his Instagram right now, so if you don't follow him, go ahead and follow him. So the very first card that sold that we're going to be talking about on July 20th, 2021, and the first quarter of 2024 is Valkyrie. Now, Valkyrie in 2021, she sold for $886, and just the other day in 2024, she sold for $405. So she lost $481. And if you guys have seen the trends of the Fortnite trading card market, this definitely isn't terrible for Valkyrie. Well, it's probably worse for Valkyrie compared to some of the other cards and how they dropped off in the money that they lost from then to now. But Valkyrie's still a really good card, and selling for 405 is very strong in today's market. And, just in general, 405 for any crystal shard. Like, if you go back to, 4 or 5 months ago, I bet the card would have sold for who knows what, 300, 250. Things were really down just a couple months ago. Like, even I know I was able to get really good steals back just 6, 8 months ago that you definitely couldn't get now. It seems like Fortnite cards are definitely starting to go up in value based on what I personally saw when I first started getting serious and spending a lot more money on Fortnite cards. Now, the next card is Enforcer. In 2021, he did $820. And there's been other comps, obviously, there's PSA 9s. I bought an Enforcer PSA 9. I paid $250 for it. And the other day, a raw one sold for $355. So Enforcer has lost $465 in 2.5 years. And for Enforcer, he's not a high-end card. As much as I want him to be because he's PC for me, he's not high-end. He's not super sought after, and he's not super valuable at all. Him selling for $820 back then was definitely a set collector that needed him. And $355 today, which is $100 more than I paid for a PSA 9, it's surprising to me. That's a very strong sale for Enforcer for the current state of Fortnite cards. Even though he's down $465, that's still a strong sale. Now, the next card is one that went up in value from 2021 to now. Wild card sold for $697 in 2021. 2.5 years later in 2024, sold for $835. So Wild card has gained $134 in value for a raw crystal shard. I mean, that's just insane to me if you think about it. And both times, the card was super clean and really good condition. And that just proves how good of a card Wild card is, not investment advice. But Wild card, just his storyline relevance, his sweat skin usage, and just anyone could like him in game. He has all the edit styles, and then he also has the green edit style. He's a super just versatile skin in game. You can use him as a sweat skin. You can use him just, casuals like him as well. And he's storyline relevant with the high stakes event, the LTM back in the day, along with Ace. So Wildcard, I see why he's gaining value. But $835, I mean, if a PSA 10 was listed, I wouldn't even see it going for $835. $835 is a crazy number for any raw crystal shard, other than Peely, Black Knight, and Red Knight, and all those up there, Bright Bomber. So Wildcard, just based off that sale, you could argue he's a top 10 card now, just based off that particular sale. How many raw crystal shards can go for $800 now in these current times for Fortnite cards? Now, the next card is a card that is my best Fortnite trading card is a Deadfire PSA 10, and the next card we're talking about is Deadfire. Now, in 2021, he sold for $677. His most recent raw sale was $538. So he lost $139 in 2.5 years. But I know personally, I bought his card for $262 just 6 months ago. So I don't understand. The jump in Fortnite cards is crazy just in the past couple months. They're going up a lot. and we're getting back to those 2021 prices, which is insane to me because I didn't think that'd be for years and years. But I'm glad to see it because I put a lot of money in Fortnite cards. But Deadfire only losing $139. The eye appeal on him is incredible. I mean, there's potential for storyline for Deadfire, but there's no in-game usage really. But the potential for storyline is that trailer from the first true Fortnite immerse where he came in on the battle bus. And he's also the male Calamity, so there could be some story there. And there's a bunch of loading screens with him in them too. So Deadfire definitely has storyline potential. But other than that, so the things Deadfire is going for is the way his card looks and his storyline potential, which it's there, but it's nothing crazy. He doesn't have huge storyline potential, but it's there. So him losing $139, I think, is not bad at all, especially like we talk about these crazy prices in 2021 to now. Only losing $139 definitely isn't bad. Now the next card is a card that I don't understand these prices for at all. Havoc, $585 in 2021, and just the other day he sold for $580. So Havoc has lost $5. So he's basically stayed the same. There's no real change in price for Havoc. And to me, Havoc, he has no in-game usage, but that's not necessarily due to him just not being a good skin. He's super rare in-game. He was one of the Twitch Prime skins, so he's exclusive. Not very many people own him, and like it's just an overall very rare skin in-game, and you never see him in-game. So I feel like if more people had the opportunity to wear him, he'd definitely be more worn. But maybe people who like the skin that didn't get a chance to get him will go after the card just because of, I don't have the skin. The card will be good enough. But 580, 585 seems incredibly strong for Havoc because that is the only thing he has going for him. No storyline. And, I mean, he is a Raptor variant. There's Frostbite, Raptor, and Havoc all in Series 1. So maybe if you're going for those three, that maybe that's like there's nothing going for Havoc really. And for 580 to 585, I don't get it. But it's cool looking. I do like the card. Now, the next one is we have Rex, who in 2021 sold for $560. In 2024, he sold for $429, losing $131. Now, Rex, in my opinion, he's a good card. Nothing spectacular. He's Jonesy wearing the dinosaur costume. And of all the Jonesy wearing costume skins, like there's Moisty, there's Mission Specialist, he's by far the most sought after and desirable, Rex is. And maybe there's storyline potential just because he's Jonesy, but other than that, I don't see it. And, he's used a good amount-ish, decent usage. I haven't checked on him in a while. But I say 429 is a good, strong number for Rex. 560, it was fair back then, definitely. But 429 today, he definitely has upside, but it's just not crazy upside, but potential's there. Now, the next card is Oblivion. Now, Oblivion sold for $560 in 2021, same as Rex. And the other day, she sold for $610. So Oblivion gained $50, which is insane to me. Now, this card I was actually bidding on. I put $275 on this card, and I thought, there's no way I don't win this card. I have it locked up. This card will be in my collection forever. I couldn't believe it when it sold for $610. I mean, $275. Like I have cards like AIM. I paid $100 for. I paid $110 for Heyman. Like it's incredible to me that I was able to get outbid by such a huge number on a card like this. I mean, I paid a third of that for Deadfire. It's just insane to me. But Oblivion, $610. The only thing she has going for her, she's the female Omega. So you want to get that Omega Oblivion duo. That's the only upside. She has no usage, no storyline really, no demand at all basically for Oblivion, other than she's the female Omega, which isn't even a big factor at all. So I don't get the 610 price point for her, especially in today's market, but maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe there's something I don't know. The next card we have is Omen, selling for $519 in 2021, and then today he sold for $355, losing $169. Now Omen, same thing as Oblivion, no storyline, no in-game usage, no one cares about him, and he's not even a male-female counterpart to a good skin. So really, Omen is not a good card. If you bought this card, I'm not ripping on your buy. I'm just saying if you go based off the the factors that we go to judge what a card is, what makes a card good or not, he has none of those. That's just all I'm saying. So 355 is still strong for him in my opinion, especially in today's market. But I don't know. The next card is Fate, and she sold in 2021 for $450, and in 2024 she sold for $110. I mean, she sold for $560, gaining $110. So she went from 450 to 560 in 2.5 years. Fate, I don't know. Same thing as the last two, really. No in-game usage, no crazy upside, no storyline. Fate, she's the worst variant of an exclusive skin called Glow, which is in Series 2, which no one really cares about her card, so a lot of people care about Fate because she's not even rare like Glow is. But I don't know. I don't get the price for Glow at 560, but it's just like the whole point of this video isn't to talk about I think these are bad buys. It's to talk about I think that these cards, it's good to see that they're signed for these prices. I'm happy to see it, which is something I don't understand, but I still think they're all good. And if you bought some of these, I'm not ripping on your purchase. I'm just talking about a figure attached to a card and how good I think that figure relates to that particular card, if you get what I'm saying. Now, to end off the video, I'm going to talk about the total of all the 9 shards from 2021, because I don't know if I mentioned this before, but all the shards from 2021 sold on the exact day, July 20th, 2021, and the other ones from 2024 have sold within like the past 60 days or something like that, past 40 days. And from the 9 shards from 2021 total up to $5,755 and $54. I don't know why I struggle with that. $5,754 and average out to $639 per card. And the 2024 average out to $4,667 and averaging out to $518 a card. Now the total difference from the totals is $1,087 and the average difference is $121. So just some kind of random information at the end to just throw out. And that was pretty much just this video. I just wanted to compare sales from back in the day. And like I said, huge shout out to Shardknocklyfe on Instagram. I'll throw up his Instagram one last time for providing this information. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.